Welcome back, everybody. It's a little late there. I don't know how long the video was up, but YouTube was telling me that I was live, but at the same time that I was offline. So this is game day 48 of the challenge. This is the last day of year 2, so this is winter day 6 of year 2. So at the end of this episode, we will be churning in the new year with year 3. During the break, I looked back at the chat and I saw quite a bit of messages that I managed to miss while I was dealing with the oops-a-daisy on the truck. We're going to need to check we already serviced the telehandler. The Scorpion isn't going to need any service because we just bought that. We serviced the Massey tractor. That's pretty much everything that's got an engine. So we should be good. Alright, now we're going to go up here and deal with this. Our sheep are probably needing to be cleaned up. They're saying cleanliness at 100, but I doubt they're clean. Unless they can't mess up the trough because there's snow on the ground. We'll give it a little bit and see if they're still dirty. Let's just check this. 13 days, 24 days, 24 days, 19. We'll slow our trains down. Alright. So now you can see where it's been snow masked. See our bales are safe. That area under there is safe. These areas are good. Alright, I'll put him in his bed later. Oh, we just missed a train. Everybody in chat, that's my daughter. She's upstairs. She comes in every so often and finds it entertaining to watch virtual farming. Let's unload this and get that one log, these two logs that are kind of jacked. There we go. Strap them down. Whoops. Yep. Alright, let's go sell this load. So yeah, I was a little upset. Not really upset. I was more annoyed at myself for not remembering that I needed to maintain this truck yesterday. And since I didn't maintain it yesterday, then when I skipped the night, I don't know if you noticed, but when I went to start the truck, it kind of did that turn over, but never take off. So I had to try to start it again, and then it took off. And it wasn't too expensive. It was only $300, but still, if I serviced it the day before, it probably would have been like 35, 40 bucks. Maybe it probably would have definitely been under $100 if I serviced it in the appropriate window. So we've got 24 days before we need to do maintenance again. And I think the minimum, it seems the minimum maintenance amount is $35. So I've been playing with and thinking about a strategy of doing maintenance on the telehandler, this truck, and the Massey, which are the only 3 pieces of equipment that I plan to keep year-round. I've been toying with a strategy of doing maintenance on those implements just a few days into spring. I should basically be able to maintain them for $35. And since we don't have to do maintenance for 24 days, that will be beyond the 3-year limit, and basically be the last time that we have to do maintenance on those pieces of equipment before we sell everything off the last game day of the 3rd year. And we've already seen that doing maintenance does not increase the resale value. So I'm thinking that's a way I can kind of get by with paying the least amount of maintenance. That. We were supposed to have snow today, but looks like the forecast has changed. So we might not see our 2 layers of snow after all. And with 1 layer of snow, we really don't have a lot of slippery roads. We don't have a lot of wheel slip. But once you start getting more layers of snow, the roads will get awful slippery. Let's check. Yep, see our sheep's cleanliness is still at 100. They must not be able to dirty with snow on the ground. Oh, there we got snow in the forecast. So I know you can't, you know, if you get snow in your bucket, you can't pick anything up until the snow's out of your bucket. So this must hold the same for like the animals. If there's snow on the ground, they can't put hay on the ground. This will be nice, and we'll try to not block the road this time. So Todd, I think I had heard that the Seasons guys were actually trying to do that very same thing, which would be to implement snow chains. But I think they ran into issues and kind of abandoned that idea. I think I follow you, Todd, with the the sawdust question. Unless you're referring to like the the comment related to the animals dirtying up. That they can't dirty since there's already snow on the ground. That might be the reason that when there's snow on the ground, you don't get sawdust. Whoa. It's like a completely different map with the snow on it. Sometimes when I'm just looking at new maps, that I know are seasons ready, I'll pull up the console and I'll force the snow to I'll force a few snow layers on the map just to see how it looks, see kind of where the snow mask has been put. Because it may look like the road's been masked, but the road's not actually been snow masked. It's just that the placeable roads that you put in the editor, depending on how you place them, how deep yet, how quote deep they are in the ground, or how high they sit above the ground, kind of dictates how much snow shows up before, how many layers of snow you need before the roads are covered. And if we tried to, you can plow the snow. You can plow snow with a bucket or a silage blade or whatever. But you can't plow the snow on the road for some reason. Well, there goes our goodwill of trying to keep the logs out of the road. We're gonna start a new pile up here. Great demand for wool. We have some wool. We'll have to see what that wool price is. Let's see here. Wool. 64. It's dropping. We're gonna hold on to our wool. I've seen it better. I'm a little worried that it's dropping. By the time we finally get it there, I wonder what the price might be. So I kind of feel like cutting just a few more trees to where I think we definitely have a load, and to go ahead and take that load down to the sawmill, just in case we get a couple layers of snow on the ground and then it's hard to drive. We would have already sold some amount of wood. kind of minimize the amount of wood we got lying on the ground. Alright, let's take one more tree out. Then we'll load this load up. So Carolina boy, is this your first map that you built, or have you made other maps? Hit the brakes. Trying to see if I can get that log to slide. Oh, look at that. Well, they don't want to seem to stay on, so we're just going to strap that down. You see, we still broke our traffic. See if they stay there while we get back. Train. No train, we're good. That's what happens when you look at chat and you miss a turn. Just kind of try to straight line it through the light poles. So, you know, we never looked at our finances for yesterday. We made $128,000. We still made $100,000 off of wood. That's good. $27,000 off of our greenhouses. All right. So I think we'll easily have 2.8 million by the end of this game day, by the end of year 2. We've got who knows how many thousands of dollars tied up in wood chips that we haven't picked up yet. We've got several thousand in wool pallets that we still have from last summer. And starting at midnight, we are going to be making bukus of wool. Crazy amounts of wool with 200 sheepies. Alright, let's get back to logging. Since we're over here, we might as well take these out. There we go. Whoops, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. So I want to take this opportunity to mention to everybody in the stream two great web communities for you to check out if you haven't already seen them, haven't already signed up, and that would be PCSG and 3 Dudes Gaming Network. Both are excellent, mature gaming sites for, dare I say, the more mature gamer. Neither of them is full of bad attitudes or bad language, and never will someone tell you to go find out the answer to your problem. Everyone is there to try to help. We've got several quality modders over there, so if you are into map making like Carolina Boy is, or other mod making or even mod modification, there's probably somebody over at PCSG or 3 Dudes Gaming Network that that could help you out. PCSG is also one of the official and authorized hosts of Stevie's mods. So if you're looking for one of Stevie's maps or one of Stevie's other mods, you can come over to check it out at PCSG. See, we could get snow at any time now. I don't know if it fogs up when it gets snowy, like it does when it's about to rain. So speaking of server guys, as I mentioned PCSG a little bit ago, they do have an open server for PCSG members, and as I mentioned, the membership you'll find is very mature. So it might be something to check out. Check out their open server. It's open to any PCSG member. In fact, there's a thread on the PCSG forums on basically how to connect. Oh, well, we might as well just finish driving over this truck. SUV. Go on. So I was thinking about earlier today, supposedly in winter, pedestrians are not walking around. So, as you know, on default Goldcrest Valley, there's pedestrians walking all around the around by the store. But apparently during the winter time, Seasons Mod turns off the pedestrians. Oh, it's getting dark. I think the snow's about to start. There must be a bunch of different Carolina boys. There you go. That should work, Todd. Fair number of big trees back down in here. I think what we'll do is we'll load up the truck here. What happened there? that's good. $2.8 million right there. Alright, I doubt we will not be able to get to 2.9 million. I'm pretty sure of that. I think we've got one more load of logs probably cut there in that pile. I think we'll be lucky to get that load sold. And then back to the farm. There's no problem with your all's chatting. It's quite nice. It's no issue because that's what chat's there for. It's there for the we'll slow down for the train. It's there for you all. It's not there for me. Whoa, where did that log come from? Still got snow coming. I guess it's going to snow overnight. Might wake up with 2 layers of snow on the ground for the first day of spring in year 3. Links probably won't work in chat. They typically only work for mods. It's getting cloudy. $2.52. There we are. 2,857,000. Plus whatever our greenhouses bring in over the next little bit. There's the first snowflakes. Oh, we caught that fence post a little bit. Yeah, I could see playing seasons during the actual winter and having it snow and it be just like it is outside. That'd be pretty cool. All right, we need to We need to fill these things up with manure. Now with it snowing, we got to be careful we don't get snow in our bucket, or we probably won't be able to fill it up. We're going to drive with our bucket tilted down. Oh, it's raining. It just went from snow to rain. Don't have to worry about the bucket anymore. That was pretty neat. Maybe the rain will wash our telehandler off a little bit. So I wonder if the rain would have an impact on the speed at which the snow melted, like it would in real life. Yeah, there can be a pretty big delay just between two different streams. So if you have the stream up on two different devices, it might be as much as a 30-second delay between the two. It's even more fun when you are you're at a live event and you're watching the stream of the live event. It's like constant instant replay. because you'll see what happened in real life, and then 10 to 30 seconds later you see what happened again. Alright, I'm going to need to keep an eye on that clock up there. I do not want to, I don't want to go past midnight. But I do want to see if I can get as much of these greenhouses done as I can. Five greenhouses to go. I think I got that one already. Yep, I already got that one. Thanks for the offer, Todd, but I actually do not, I don't do Facebook. I don't have an account. I'm probably one of the 1% of Americans that don't have Facebook. My wife jokes that if she wants to keep a secret from me, she just puts it on Facebook. Down to the last 15 minutes of year 2. I'll probably take this bucket up to the manure pit and fast forward. And once we fast forward, we're going to call it a stream. Thank you guys for watching. I think it's really cool that you all hooked up and found out that you live so close to each other. I was completely fine with your chatting. Alright. So we're going to get out. We're going to save this before we fast forward. And Alt in. Happy New Year, everybody. It is now year 3 of our challenge. Day 1 of spring. We have 24 episodes to go. Alright, let's take a look at our finances here. 151,000 yesterday, not too bad. 27,000 still in our greenhouses. Vehicle running costs were up a bit. I wonder what that was all about. And that's our manure. You can see we're putting manure in every other day, but we're getting $50,000 every 2 days. So we're now making wool. Let's check our sheepy out. Whoa, look how much. We already got a half pallet of wool. Better move our bucket out of the way. So yeah, we already got a half pallet of wool, and it's only 6 hours in to our day. We've already had 2 sheep born since we started spring, and we need to feed these darn things again. Alright, so we're going to save this. We're going to quit out. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it, and we will be doing another stream tomorrow evening about the same time, 9:30 Eastern Time, US. Until then, happy farming.